Welcome to my plant ICU. This is where all my rare cuttings come to recover and hopefully turn into something big. High humidity, patience, and a bit of luck. Let me show you what's inside. The first plant in this box is Epi Pinnatum Flame. You can see that this one's a bit tiny, and this is just grown from a node cutting which I did a few months back, and it's recovering well. The next plant over here you can see is Monstera Legacy. As you can see that this was also a single leaf cutting, and it's now thrown out 3 leaves, and it has been 4 weeks since I've been rooting this. The next plant in the box is Burle Marx. This was a variegated Burle Marx, but it has been reverted, but I'm trying to keep this growing, so let's hope for the best what happens with this one. The next plant is a node cutting of Monstera Aurea. So if you followed the previous videos, I've propagated my Monstera Aurea, and this is one node progress of the plant. This is Philodendron Gabi. I clipped a part of this from the mother plant, and it's been showing good results with new leaves. This is also a node cutting of Monstera Albo. So if you recall, in the previous videos I've propagated two of my Monstera Albos, and this is one node cutting for one of them. So that would be it for this one. The next box that we have over here, let's see what we got inside. So this has a mix of Monstera Aurea cuttings, as well as it has Monstera Albo Tiger cuttings. First, you can see that this is the Monstera Aurea. We have a single leaf cutting which has been developing some roots, which you can see that inside the sphagnum, just over there, you can see that we have a small root forming. So it shows a good indication that this plant is recovering, and this plant is basically growing well. Then the second leaf, we don't have much progress with that. This is another node cutting of the Albo Tiger. So, but this one has not popped out the eye yet, as you can see, but this has some potential to grow, so we'll be probably seeing some updates in the coming week or in the coming weeks for this one. The next one is the Albo Tiger node. So this is also a node cutting for the Albo Tiger, but you can see that this one has sprouted and it's giving a new growth. Probably this would grow into a leaf in a couple of weeks, so it's a good sign for this one. And then we also have some Gloriosum nodes that also in our previous videos we did a propagation for Gloriosum, so we had some nodes, so we decided to propagate them on sphagnum as well. This one hasn't popped out yet, but probably it's going to take some time to do that. So that is it for this one. Let's take a look at the next one. This one specifically is a box for Monstera Albo. I air layered this Monstera Albo, and then I propagated this in order to have better results. But you can straight see from the first plant in this video that this one has already sprouted and showing a sign of new growth. If you can also take a look at these two nodes, one of these nodes is Aurea and one of these nodes is Albo. Then this is the top cut for Albo. This hasn't grown any significance, but it has shown some roots. This third propagation also has sprouted, as showing some new growth in here. So we can say that this one would probably give out a new leaf in the coming weeks. Keep in mind that this is all 6 weeks progress for this one. for the propagation. Next one is also leaf cutting, and you can see that this one has sprouted well. So probably we're gonna see some new leaf popping out in a couple of weeks with this one as well. Let's head to the next box. This box is more like a recovery box. So this one is more like a recovery box and a root boost box. This is a propagation for Adansonii molted men that I'm trying out. This is my philodendron Florida Beauty mint, which has been reverted, unfortunately. Next is the Syngonium Scrambled deck. Was not showing good results outside, so I just put it in so that it can have some root boost and later on it could survive. Next is Gloriosum White Vein. This is also not a propagation. This one was just suffering outside, so I put it over here to grow a bit faster. Next is Syngonium Chocolate. And then Syngonium Albo. This was a propagation that I did a few months back, and you can see that this has been some good results. Next is Florida Beauty variegated. As you can see that this one has not a lot of variegations in there, but definitely it's showing new signs of growth, which it was not when placed outside. Next is also another Syngonium Albo. I clipped two of them together and then I'm trying to grow them. So this is another Florida Beauty. This is a hybrid which I have clipped and trying to grow in here. But when I was picking this up, I broke its leaf, so it's not having some good results over there. So yeah, so this is it for this box. Hopefully we would be covering more series like this in order to show you more propagations and more growth updates of these plants, as well as the plants that I have growing in my garden. So stay tuned. I hope you all like this video. If you have liked this, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your time.